Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Hoosiers will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. On the run, it's Hughes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. When you're sitting inside the top 25 halfway through the season, the goal is clear. Win out. Hope you get a little bit of help because this party only has a dozen spots.
And it starts with winning out and taking care of business. And that starts today, right? Like every single game has to matter. It has to count. You got to look at yourself and say, how do we continue to grow, get better? And then, Jesse, let the dominoes fall where they fall.
That's it. And this is a top 25 team right now that I think has really good leadership inside the locker room. And these guys are really dedicated and focused on making sure this team worries about the opponent today. The rest of college football is going to take care of itself. This whole picture could look entirely different by the time this day is done. But you got to handle your business and get this win.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Hoosiers want to crank the tempo.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Throws into the middle of the field. Pulls it in down the middle. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. The Hoosiers get it past the sticks. So 1st down in the red zone, and this crowd getting behind its defense. Looking to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a cannon.
And the Hoosiers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. And now the ball is knocked free. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression. They're always trying to get extra hats to the football. You have got to protect this thing at all costs. Lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Motion from the back. Moore to the air. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives him a chance. He makes this offense go.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on.
Going over the top. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
He's got it. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Gets the back moving. Now from inside the red zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
Man, you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. The Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up. They're throwing for it on 4th down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Indiana! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And you got to give the offensive line all the credit for that one. The QB had over 5 seconds to find his open target down the field. Great job up front in pass protection for that touchdown throw.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking for space. It's Hughes. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the 2nd level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
The offense changing the play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Moore will throw. Looking to the big tight end. And he dropped it. Just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the offense falls on the football, but they are short of the line to gain. It'll be a turnover on downs.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time it's complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Grab near the marker, it's Morris. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. They're setting up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And just not enough leg on that kick. You see it just gets knocked down by the crossbar.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Moore to the air. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you know they're going to go for it again on 4th down. At least you think they are, because early in this game we've already seen them try to go for it on a couple 4th downs. They didn't get any of those. They got to find a way to stay on the field here. They've got to get their best playmaker on offense, the football.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll start this drive from the 42. looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Wants to go up top on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Buying some time. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
And that's a really good job by this defense because, remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Moore will throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. To the air on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Catch in stride inside the 15. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That is a tough one to take, to get an explosive play like that and have it wiped out by a penalty. Now on second down. To the air, it's Mendoza. Here comes the heat. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, they'll go to the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Moore to the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Whittington. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wants to throw again. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
On third down, going up top. Unloads to the wideout. No other words. That was just a terrible throw.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass. It's Mendoza. Extending the play. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Pulls it in. It's Williams. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the effort.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll send the back in motion. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Line is set on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. There he goes. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay a nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a 4th down.
They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Moore. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Stewart. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Fires on the move. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
They get to him as he throws. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Hoosiers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down. Got the quick pass. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Man, you have to do everything in your power not to let your momentum carry you out of bounds short of the first down marker.
And I would argue, too, maybe you run your route a little bit deeper. You got to understand where the first down marker is and where I got to get to. But, yeah, I'm not running out of bounds. I'm lowering my shoulder and trying to get as much yardage as I can to make this 4th down manageable.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give on the inside. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Hoosiers will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Caught in the backfield. It's Morris. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They punted away on 4th down. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Looking downfield on first down. He'll take a shot. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Quarterback making adjustments. On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Handoff from the gun. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. On the move, it's Whittington. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Ducks!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Mendoza. Pocket breaking down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38, and the running game doing work.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Quickly complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
He's brought down at the 43-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
The Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back gets to give. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this 3rd period.
Indiana, 28, Oregon, 7.
They'll immediately call timeout. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Wilson to pass. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, and still on his feet. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Here's a heat. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Trying to take it back. Past the 10. Touchdown, Oregon! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Arkansas was far from the friendly confines of Fayetteville, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wilson will throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. And the Hoosiers moving quickly to the line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Indiana.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Catch in the middle, it's Cooper.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wilson to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And such a great job using his feet, being smart. You got the lead in this football game. Don't force the ball down the field. Gets the scramble, gets the 1st down. What a clutch play in the 4th quarter.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on third down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge third down conversion for this offense.
Safe completion on the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Hoosiers in the hurry-up. Wilson will throw. Trying to set up the screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you, running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They'll try to get the first through the air. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And how about this defense? Not getting frustrated. They've given up a bunch of yards. You're down in your scoring area, but nice job bowing your neck on third down, forcing the fourth down, not getting frustrated. Good job focusing by this defense.
The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. From the gun, the ground game.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game, because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out. No doubt.
They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Sends it back in motion. Wilson to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Indiana. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Beep, beep, beep. You know what that is? That's the garbage truck unloading the garbage time points right now.
And those garbage time points do count, though. And you're still playing the game, keep fighting, but it is that time when it's over, and nobody's really paying attention. Nobody's listening to me, or you, Reese, which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Catch range in the middle, it's more. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And the Ducks are in the hurry-up. On third and long, he has to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Under fire. Hit as he throws. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get the W.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. These corners going to give them some space. Motion from the back. Wilson will throw. Pressure coming. Makes the catch. It's Cooper. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.